Hello, everybody. Welcome to the lessons from Leo. So, Leo's been a bit funny with his food again, and I think I know why. So, Sunday, he came home and we were in the hallway, and he went on his back, and I usually give him sort of scritches around his neck, which he really enjoyed. And then I noticed he had a black speck on his chin. So, because he was laid down and kind of upside down, I held his head to have a look, and what I realized is it wasn't just a black speck, it was a tick. Thankfully, it was quite a small one, and because he was upside down and kind of in the position, I didn't really have the capacity to go and get tweezers, because generally with Leo, he sits, as you've seen how he sleeps, he sits all tucked under, he's very, very rarely vulnerable, like an upside down. So I used my kind of nails and managed to get the tick out. But I think what happened was he started purring as we were kind of having cuddles, and then it went to this sort of situation where I was literally kind of holding his head quite firm to keep him still to remove the tick. So that was in the morning, and he didn't really eat much throughout the day, and he's been a bit funny again the next day with food. And I'm in this situation where my head is like, oh my goodness, he's not eating again. What's going on? Give him medication, kind of freaking out. I had the opportunity to freak out. My head is getting louder and louder and saying, well, this is the second week in a row now he's been off his food. There's something medically going on. You need to give medication, get him to the vets, get him checked out. You don't want to have a situation like you did before. It's coming up for August, which is the 2 times it's happened before, and he wouldn't eat. He's got a predisposition for feline anorexia, which I'd never heard of until I got Leo. Do it. Like, my head is like this. And I don't want to be in that space, because I don't think that is helpful for any of us. Yet I could really easily go there, like really easily. It's the easier option to be in a space of frantic, fearful energy. So what I've decided to do, so this morning I got up and went for my daily walk. I came home, I had my breakfast in the summer room. I meditated for a few moments, of which Leo, funnily enough, was sat beside me. And it's been gone 11 o'clock, and I put a plate down for him. So normally the boys eat between 6:30 and 7. He ate probably 2 mouthfuls. And I'm in this space where I could easily freak out, but I can't. I don't want to. I don't think that's the way, because something in me is saying, like, that's the easy option, but it's not the right option. So I'm going to communicate with him now. I would imagine I will probably get energy insights for him, and I might have to shift that on this live or this recording. And I'm interested to see what he has to say. So this picture of him was this picture I'm going to use was of him at the weekend. He didn't have his collar on yet, which, again, there's something there that I need to dig into with him about being anchored. But anyway, that's for another time. So let's connect in and see what he has to say. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Okay. So instantly there is a tightness in my throat. And when I was holding him on the weekend to remove the tick, my hand wasn't around his throat. It was like around his head, to sort of, like, if you can really see. Anyway. So there is stuck energy at his throat, which is why, he can't swallow, which is why he's not eating. My tummy is fine, Mum. I'm hungry for food, but I can't get it past my throat. Okay. I was shocked when you held me. I know, Bud, I'm sorry. I shifted from purring to fearful. So what happened was, after a few minutes of trying to get the tick, he was stressed and trying to let go, for me to let go. He was trying to get out of my hold, and I couldn't let go because I needed to get the tick. So he literally had the spectrum of emotion, where feeling safe and purring and happy and loving, to, oh my God, I need to get out. I need to be free. What is she doing? I'm being hurt. Obviously, he wasn't being hurt physically. So he's had that complete spectrum of emotion, and this is less than 5 minutes. Yeah. Stuck with you, bud. Yeah. Feels really thick here. Let's do some Reiki. Let's do some healing. Okay. I am constantly showing you how I feel. Every day is different. You cannot find comfort in the day before. You cannot find comfort in what was or what you think will be. All you have is the now. So that breath is me blowing out the blocked energy from his throat. So he's sharing with me something cooling. So I'm going to put some peppermint herb down for him. I'm also going to make a peppermint tea and let that cool and see if he wants to sit with it. So there is anger at his throat about not being able to express himself because of what happened with the tick, which is all I was doing for his greatest good, but it's not about me. He felt stuck. He couldn't express himself how he needed to, which was about getting outside and being removed from being stuck, being held. You don't need to keep that anger, bud. Oh, his crown's just popped. Oh, how strange. Okay, a bit less. You see me as withdrawn, stoic, aloof, withdrawn. I am merely pensive, absorbing, aware. It means of life around him. There is so much to see and feel, to sense and experience. I am not always in fear mode. I am not always on alert. I am not always worried. I am happy, mum, experiencing the now. Being with you is my purpose. I know you love me. I know you feel me. I know you do the best for me. That's it. So do you see how my hand was getting further away because I could feel the energy was full up, and that really big breath at the end was just removing the last of the blocked energy. Now his throat is moving again. It feels sort of tingly, sparkly. I still need the mint, okay? I need to cool the rage, the anger. Okay, bud. Just because I understand why you did it doesn't mean it didn't impact me. You humans try your best and it is always enough. But we will always have emotions. We will always feel, and we are allowed to. Absolutely. When you expect us to be away, when you project your emotions to us, you give us no freedom to feel and to be the being that we are. To feel anger in a moment, to feel joy, to feel anything. We are not to be controlled by you. We are not to be the way you expect or want us to be. When you realize we are equals, our whole dynamic will shift and our relationship will truly blossom. I can breathe again. I can feel again. I will eat again. Keep telling them, Mum, how you're struggling, what you're going through, how you're shifting it, how you're moving out from your head into your heart. You will inspire them. You will show them. You will awaken them. You will change them. Thanks, buddy. Now go out and see and feel and be. Thanks, bud. Okay. Whew. My throat feels lighter. So I'm going to go and make some peppermint tea and put some peppermint herb down. And I hope that you've enjoyed witnessing how hearing them, connecting to your cat, like this is what happens with the chakra cleanses. There are practical steps, there are things to do, but even by hearing their words, maybe feeling and sensing their energy, this is how you can help them. So I already feel calmer, and I know that he will eat later today. It may not be the next 10 minutes, but I know that he will clear his plate. And I know that I don't need to go to the vets. I feel such a different sense of peace now from being able to receive him, to hear what it is that he needs. So I hope that you've enjoyed this week's lessons from Leo. I hope it's inspired you to look at your relationship with your cat. How do you view them? How do you interact with them? You know, and if you're inspired to learn and to understand how you can do what I do, you know, get in touch. This is what my new program is going to be about. Heal your heart to help your cat. How to become a soul-led cat guardian. I don't want to keep being in my head and living from fear and worry and doubt and stress and anxiety. That is not what serves us. Me, him, baby Max. So I'm going to go and do those practical things. I feel comforted. I've got stuff to do. And then the second part is faith. Faith and trust he will do what he needs to now that we've shifted his energy. So I hope you have a lovely day, everybody. I hope that you've enjoyed this week's lessons from Leo, and I hope that it's inspired you. And if it has, get in touch. Drop me an email, info@naturallycats.co.uk. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.